Work 2 days a year. Meghan accused of posting fake tax report as she stashed away shady money in Archewell. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's philanthropy organisation was said to have been in the red this year, but there's missing context, including the fact that it's got big-time money stashed away. Sources with direct knowledge told TMZ a recent report suggesting the Archewell Foundation was strapped for cash after suffering a substantial decrease in revenue between 2001 and 2022 is misleading because it doesn't take into account the organisation is not a corporation. In other words, these sorts of things can't simply be measured in mere profit and loss, as the sources say the Archewell Foundation is still humming like it when it first launched back in 2020, and it actually ended the year with more than $8 million in the bank. What the report harped on is the fact that in the organisation's most recent tax filing, it shows donations were down between 2021 and 2022, going from $13 million in 2021 to around $2 million in 2022. The foundation also notes that it technically came in at a loss at around $674,000, since its costs somewhat outpaced its revenue the past year. But like we said, context. We're told that it's not uncommon for donations to decrease after a charitable organisation's debut year, and oftentimes the first year is the strongest. The Archewell Foundation smartly stored that huge influx of cash they got between 2020 and 2021, and are now divvying up the dough based on the long-term goals. So yes, donations are down. But AF is not out of the philanthropy game. While Archewell's fine and dandy in the 501 world, it does seem to be under the gun to come up with new ways to generate donations and revenue. In short, Archewell Foundation is just fine. They have oodles of cash because it's the place for Meghan and Harry to evade tax and hide money. It was only their second full year. Big time money stashed away won't last long if they're having to pull from it so soon. Yes, they want to give out as much as possible and go into reserves if needed to do so, but they weren't giving out more to organisations that had a huge increase in expenses. There's still the $8 million, but why wouldn't a charity like Archewell donate the $8 million instead of roughly $1 million donated this past year? And while we're looking at the $8 million, it was closer to $9 or $10 million left undonated, according to their 2021 $990. What happened to the missing million? The operating expenses for the past year outpaced donations, so they had to use some of the money. Long-term projects, multi-year, multi-stage funding is one reason of reserving money as well. Moreover, official documents can reveal, as usual, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle work just an hour a week at the Archewell Foundation. Executive Director James Holt works 40 hours a week, while Michael Dale Stein, the firm's strategic advisor, works the same amount alongside Shauna Knepp, who acts as treasurer. In stark contrast, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, referred to in the company's official documents as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and co-directors, work 60 minutes a week. It means Meghan and Harry only work 2 days a year. The details are where we need to look. Are Meghan and Harry using charity money for lavish expenses? Commercial airfare and a secure hotel near the venue for the mental health event are reasonable expenses. Private jet or penthouse suite? Nope. They don't appear to be funding any large projects from what I could gather. The two lines that were redacted need to be explored.